Yes, it happens. For now, wanna have sex?
Well, okay. Yeah, so welcome back to another episode of Sinsations. Last time I left you off right after we entered the Den of Sin, Epstein's place, and we won a game of poker against Greed thanks to my expert knowledge in the game. And he kind of just bent us over the poker table, right in front of the workers, right in front of the meth smoking, cocaine inhaling, heroin jabbing workers. Yeah. What was I saying? The LSD's gone straight to my brain. Well, let's see what happens now.
Oh, like right here in front of everyone?
We already did it in front of everyone like 2 seconds ago, so...
These people are in a waking dream. They won't remember anything. And even if they did, what proof do they have?
Okay. But why does that one over there look like they're 14? Okay, like, I'm just asking questions. Greed. I'm just asking questions. Okay, alright.
I guess if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me.
Does that offend people? Is that too dark? I'm sorry, it's just... He's really giving me those vibes with this place. He really is. I know he's in Epstein's Black Book. Don't try to gaslight me that he's not. Greed is in Epstein's Black Book.
We start taking off the rest of our clothes, and I suddenly feel woozy. The haze has something in it. I shrug and start taking off my shirt. We're suddenly approached by a couple guys that appear to have recognized Greed.
I'm sorry, guys. Did you hear me crack every joint in both of my hands? Yeah, you did. Anyway, I wasn't even paying attention. What the hell did he say? We started taking over. I suddenly feel was the haze has something in it? What do you mean the haze has something in it? Is there a smoke machine that is pumping out some kind of drug-laced smoke cloud? What do you mean the haze? I don't like this. Well, I guess we won. We got his love. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, just stretching. Whew.
The next day, Greed's driver drove us back to Greed's casino. We'd woken from our drug-induced haze very late. It was already past 8 p.m. Greed didn't stop to speak to anyone. We simply walked immediately to his apartment. Alexander had made his rounds, as everything in Greed's apartment was pristine and neat. The bed had new sheets on it. A bottle of champagne, along with chocolate-covered strawberries, sat on the end table next to the bed. Greed, as usual, has planned things in advance.
I hope you'll stay here, with me, for a time.
No.
Stay here? What do you mean?
As in, stay at my suite. Here. I had some of my workers look for your permanent address, and they were unable to find anything.
Yeah. I'm homeless. You've been sleeping with a homeless person. How do you feel? Of course, that's a joke. That's, I'm not trying to be, Nothing wrong with homeless people.
I don't have a permanent address yet. I am pretty new to the area.
If you'd like, the invitation stands.
I mean, sure. If I can, crash here while I'm sleeping with, all the other sins I have to romance, that'd be cool. I'd love... Thank you. I feel like we should just say I appreciate. I'd like that a lot.
Greed smiles. He has such a nice smile. Perfect white teeth. He looks almost hungry when he smiles.
I had Alexander bring up one of my favorite champagnes for us. I enjoy drinking it in good company while enjoying the view overlooking the city. Would you care for a glass?
I would. Is this another expensive wine?
No, actually. I've found that sometimes the tastiest things can come in the cheaper packages. Not unlike pizza. This champagne is one of the cheaper wines exported from Italy, but I enjoy it. It is light and slightly sweet. I think you will as well.
I take a sip of the wine. It's light, cool and airy, just as Greed described. It's fantastic.
I thought you might like it. Come, let's sit over here.
I sit down in the recliner opposite Greed. We both sip our wines for a time, saying nothing, just quietly enjoying the view. Greed is the one to finally break the silence.
So, tell me more about yourself.
I'm a Sin.
What would you like to know?
I feel like he almost already knows. Like, I'm half expecting him to be like, tell me when you first died. You know?
What your life plans are. To use a common hiring question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully, you know, living my best life as Lust.
I barely knew what I was gonna do today.
Alright. What would you like your life to be in 5 years?
That sounds like a cheesy job interview line.
Indulge me.
Well, I suppose stability is a goal. I'd like to be employed somewhere that would use my college degree, I guess. Pretty normal stuff, I think.
I see. Stability is a good goal to have. Most people live so in the moment they forget to plan for a future.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to be one of those people. I'd like to have my life pretty well in order in the next 5 years.
And if you give me lots of money, Daddy, I know it will be in order. So please.
That's fair. I think you'll do just fine. If you have the right connections, stay with the right people.
Like you, Daddy.
I am definitely interested in you. I think we could be a power couple. You with all your money, and me there to spend it and look good.
Trophy boyfriend? That doesn't seem like it would suit you.
I'm just messing around. I don't think that lifestyle would suit me either. I've got too big of a brain.
Too big,
You and your sexual puns.
Seriously though, I've given considerable thought to our budding relationship. If I were to create a company for you, an animation company, would you be interested in working for it?
Oh, wow. I definitely would, but wouldn't that cost a lot?
I've spent far more for far less. I think we'll have to look into that in the coming days. It was just a thought that occurred to me. I don't really own any media companies that have a global reach. If I were to extend my holdings in that area, I would have an easier time appealing to international audiences for my projects.
That's true. I'd love to help you pursue your goal of world domination.
I don't feel comfortable with that, for the record.
That's great news.
We make a mock toast and clink our wine glasses together. Greed refills each of our glasses, and we settle back into our chairs. I meant to ask about Alexander. Was he some sort of special agent a long time ago?
Something like that. Alexander is a useful man of many talents. I don't really know too much of his background, other than he's very capable.
Ah, I see. Probably not necessary to know the backgrounds of loyal people.
Well, he's extremely loyal. Sometimes I wonder if he has a disloyal bone in his body. But yes, he makes an extremely efficient bodyguard and personal aide.
I see. Is it awkward having bodyguards around when you're dating?
No, he just has them join in.
It was for a time. It's even worse when they stand outside the bedroom and hear all the action going on inside.
Is Alexander listening to us?
What?
I'm joking. You think I'd allow an ordinary bodyguard to hear you moaning? That's all for me.
That's a relief.
Speaking of relief, let's
Again?
move to the bed. I'm sure we'll be more comfortable there.
Honey, we are fitting all the scenes into the last into the last like hour of this arc of this route. You know, it's like we had like one scene towards like, you know, the start / middle-ish, and then we're just totally unloading. We're backloading like all of the scenes. This is wild. Like if we actually get another
sure we
scene
will.
right now. Maybe we won't, but...
We both drain our wine glasses and move to Greed's bedroom. The plate of strawberries sits under a crystal lamp. I lay on one side of the large bed and kick off my shoes. Greed lays opposite me and picks up a chocolate strawberry.
Do you like strawberries? I wasn't sure, but I had Alexander bring them up anyway.
I do. They're one of my favorite fruits. Greed nods, looking into my eyes. Slowly, he brings the fruit up to my lips. I take the fruit in my mouth and chew it. Dark chocolate and fruit. Delicious. Greed leans in close and covers my mouth with his own. We kiss passionately for a moment. As Greed pulls away to take a breath, I reach over and pick up a strawberry. I bring it up to Greed's mouth, and he slowly eats it, locking eyes with me.
Oh.
So I told Lucifer, right? What if I were to be a deadly sin next time around? And Lucifer just stared at me. I'll take that as a solid maybe. Solid!
Lucifer isn't going to let you be a deadly sin, Judas. He needs you to run Hell's events. Well, what about the luau this Wednesday? You think Lucifer's gonna host things like that himself?
Probably not.
Oh, poor Judas.
But hey, we get to live vicariously through watching these sins. Almost like a live movie.
True, true. That was my idea too. You know, Lucifer has never watched any of his sins. He only cares about results, none of the drama.
No way. Are you serious? You'd think the Prince of Darkness would make a little room for entertainment or something. But who knows what entertains Lucifer after all?
Who knows? He never comes to Margarita Mondays. Though I'm sure he'd have a good time. Oh well, back to the show! Intermission is over!
How unnecessary.
I wake up the next
But
day,
pleasant.
late as usual, and Greed is gone, as expected. Looking around, I see Alexander has already made a cursory incursion into the room. Several things have been tidied up. There's fresh water on the end table, and a mobile table with several covered dishes is waiting next to the bed. What a privileged life. I could never have imagined a life like this. Even in my previous life, I wasn't chasing wealth, just doing my best to get by. I lift up the silver food covering. It's French toast and various fruits. Delicious, as expected. I finish my food and check my hell phone. I have an unread text from Greed.
Kosuke, I've left you some money in the envelope. I'm busy today, sorting out some prior business. You became too acquainted with? I'm busy sorting out some of the prior business you became too acquainted with. Oh, he means the kidnapping. Feel free to have some fun and relax. I won't be available for texts much throughout the day. But I'll see you tonight. Cody, I thought we were literally going to tell him, like, right now. Honey, it's over. What, can we do it through text? Honey, I'm the Cinelust. I gotta move on. I'm really busy.
I put away my phone and glance at the envelope on the end table. I reach over and grab it, emptying the contents into my hand. It's $3,000.
A lot better than the $400 he gave me last time. What was $400 even gonna do for me in Vegas?
I feel suddenly ashamed of the wealth that Greed's giving me. It feels strange to have your every need and whim taken care of. Like I have nothing to shoot for in life. I shake my head, remembering, this is all part of Lucifer's test. I should make some determinations.
I'm gonna be honest with Greed about my feelings. I'm gonna tell Greed that we need to stop seeing each other now that I've gotten him to love me. Wait, what is the honesty of... What does it mean if I'm honest about my feelings? What are my honest feelings?
I I decide that I need to be upfront with Greed and let him know that I have to complete Lucifer's test. He's been so kind to me, and I appreciate everything he's given to me, but I need someone with a less lavish, less energetic lifestyle. Having all the money in the world doesn't give you satisfaction, and I have to take care of getting the other sins to love me anyway. I feel a tremor of dread pass through me, but I resolve that this is the right thing to do. Anything else would be leading Greed on, and that would be very,
Maybe I should have chose the
wrong.
top one. I mean, I feel like that's what I chose with Sloth. I chose, you know, maybe I'll come back. And I chose that with Envy, sort of. I mean, I tried to choose that with Envy. He wasn't really taking it, though.
I need to kill a little time before I see Greed tonight. What should I do?
Gamble, peruse news, sleep and save energy for tonight. Okay. Let's gamble, I suppose. I don't know. The news could be interesting, but gamble.
I decide to take the money Greed left me and go have a taste of gambling. I'd never been one to gravitate towards gambling myself, but hey, with someone else's money, why not?
And wait, did I get a bad arrow or a good arrow for that? I wasn't paying attention. I think I got an arrow, some arrow, right? Like I saw the movement in the corner of my eye. By the time I looked, it was gone. Anyway, that is where I'm going to be ending this episode for Day of Sensations. So I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I'd like to thank all my extra generous patrons, and their names are Blue Lagoon, Jesse Olson, Hooray is My Way, Felix, and NQS. Thank you so much, and I'd like to thank all my other patrons that support me and make it possible for me to play games like this on my channel. And when we come back in the next episode, we will gamble away Greed's money. He's probably going to get pissed at us, would he? Would he be happy that we're gambling? Whatever the case is, he's going to be angry at us when we tell him that we've got to move on. I kind of thought he might already know, honestly, but maybe he doesn't. Somehow I feel like I got the impression that he knows of we're lust. Regardless, we shall find out in the next episode. Au revoir.